You also had a fight with Frank Mir in the UFC, one of your bigger ones there, being that he was former, multi-time heavyweight champion and all that. I was wondering what your thoughts were on Frank's upcoming bout with Fedor. And, since we're talking about tournament formats and all that, how do you think Frank does in a tournament format after, having a bit of a layoff there?
Frank is a very smart fighter, and I think he knows the game very, very good, and he is very aware of his strengths and his weaknesses. And so I don't think that the layoff will play a big part. I don't know how his striking will hold up against Fedor, but it's definitely an interesting match. I will definitely follow that match. I'm really curious. I think they're both phenomenal fighters. I think what Fedor shines is not necessarily just the striking, not necessarily just the grappling. I think he is phenomenal in bridging the striking with the grappling, kind of keeping people on their toes, getting people off balance, and that's where he's the most dangerous. He's clearly very powerful. On the other hand, I've never seen him as a real heavyweight. In my mind, he's a light heavyweight that always stepped up to fight the heavyweight because I guess that's the most interesting division for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that Frank's striking is underrated. His grappling is phenomenal, but he's sometimes kind of weak in between, and that's exactly where Fedor is strong. I think that it's in the clinch where Frank gets walks into the most damage and where he has the most trouble. So we'll see if he can keep Fedor on the outside and kind of play a little bit conservative, and then the moment Frank comes in, if he can really utilize the grappling, then Frank can do a really good job, I think. On the other hand, if Fedor manages to kind of play in that in-between range, then Fedor is in a lot of trouble because that's where he will get off balance. He might get some damage, and Fedor is definitely a hard hitter. So we'll see. I think it's a very interesting matchup.